Ladies. We are here tonight. We on the show. We are here tonight on the show. Let me make sure this shit's working. Hold on, because I'm telling you lately. Let's see here. Hold on, let me see this shit's working. Hold on, is this shit working? Okay, good. All right, good. Sound is good. Video's good. All right, let's start that show. So tonight we are here to talk about the Philadelphia beating Toronto, as I predicted in Game 7. I mean, in Game 6, they will not allow them to lose, especially Jimmy Butler. Simmons, man, we got to give a shout out to Simmons, man, because everybody talks shit about Simmons. He can't shoot anything. Tonight, he had 21 points, and he shot 9 for 30. You know, he made 9 shots. Of course, they were all from the paint, but still, man, shout out to Simmons. He had 21 points tonight. Jimmy Butler for 25. Joel Embiid, 17 points, 12 rebounds. He showed up tonight. Tobias Harris, 16 points. This was a very good game for Philadelphia starters. Everybody had at least 10 points. Harris showed up with 16. 17 and 12 for Joel Embiid. Very good night, man. Very good night. You saw the energy was there. You know, this was probably the best game I've seen, or one of the best games I've seen in these playoffs, at least in this series, from this starting 5. It really was. And I had a feeling, like I said, I thought guys like Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler for sure was going to show up, and they did. And to be honest, you know, Jimmy Butler didn't have to do too much. 25 points. I thought he would go for like 35, 45, but he didn't really have to because everybody else contributed. Tobias Harris with 16, Joel Embiid with 17, Simmons very nicely with 21, and JJ Redick with 11. And then Mike Scott with 11 as well. So Jimmy Butler didn't even have to go crazy tonight with 35-45 because of everybody else showing up. You know, Joel Embiid, you know, he had a good energy tonight. 17 points, 12 rebounds. You know, now can they duplicate it and go to Toronto and do it? That's the hard part. That's where they struggle, especially Joel Embiid because of the leg injury. Can he duplicate it? Can he have 2 straight games? That's the question here. I think the game's not until Sunday, though. So he should have about 2 to 3 days to recover. Hopefully he can. Simmons, that's another one. Tobias Harris. Those are the 3 guys you really wonder about this team. Other than Jimmy Butler, you just wonder night in and night out who is going to show up for this team. You really do. But hopefully these guys show up again for Game 7. I really hope so. But let's see here for Toronto. You know, Siakam, 21 points. Kawhi Leonard, 29. Another good game for Kawhi Leonard. Marc Gasol, 7 points. Just sit his ass down and start Serge Ibaka, to be honest. Sit down, Marc Gasol. He's been trash. Kyle Lowry, 13 points. Could have played better. Danny Green, 8 points. And look at Serge Ibaka with 9 points off the bench. I think they gotta start Serge Ibaka instead of Marc Gasol. I think they do. I just don't know what has happened to Marc Gasol. I really don't. Like I said, like it's almost like you still have Valanciunas in there. Like what the hell's happening? I don't know. I mean, to me, that's really been my problem with Toronto. That other than Siakam and Leonard, nobody you can. This is a problem with this series. Everybody is so inconsistent. This is why this shit is going 7. Because other than Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard, you don't know who the hell is gonna show up. It's like you don't know is Kyle Lowry gonna show up? You know, is Danny Green, Marc Gasol gonna show up for Philadelphia? Is Joel Embiid gonna show up? Is Simmons gonna show up? Is Tobias Harris going to show up? Is JJ Redick going to show up? This is why this series is going 7, because you never know who's going to show up. Tonight, everybody showed up for Philadelphia. All their starters had at least 10 points. And, you know, for Toronto, Marc Gasol, they didn't really show up. Only 7 points. Same thing with Danny Green, only 8 points. Shot 2 of 8 from the 3-pointers. That Danny Green, he struggled tonight. This is very typical of what we see from Toronto in this series. The only guys that seem to show up are Leonard and Siakam. Like I said, Leonard with 29 points and 12 rebounds, and Siakam with 21 points. Everybody else is like, you just got to wonder. And, you know, Philadelphia, they all showed up tonight. Are they all going to show up? Most likely not. But at least 2 or 3 of them can show up in Game 7. I don't know. I just really wonder. I really hope everybody shows up, because this has been my problem with this series, that other than Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard, you just don't know who's going to show up. It's very frustrating. You know, it hasn't been like a fun, competitive, you know, oh, they're just killing each other. It's almost like, so many people have had bad games. Kyle Lowry has a terrible game. Marc Gasol has had terrible games. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Like, I hope everybody shows up for Game 7, and it just comes down to this team was better than this team, and you can't be, oh, well, where the hell was Kyle Lowry? Where the hell was Joel Embiid? I really hope that is the case. I hope that is not the case in Game 7. I hope everybody shows up, and it's just one of those situations where the better team won. It just really sucks. Like, it's unbelievable that, like, this series has been like this. Other than Jimmy Butler for Philadelphia or Kawhi Leonard for Toronto, you just don't know who's going to show up night in and night out. I did not expect Philadelphia to play like this tonight. I thought Jimmy Butler was going to have to go for 25, 40, 45, and I thought Joel Embiid was going to show up. I did not expect Simmons to score 21. Like, how the hell was I supposed to expect Simmons to score 21 after all the sucking he's been doing? Tobias Harris, same thing. I did not expect him to score 16. You know? But that's just been the story of this series. The inconsistency. You just don't know who the hell's going to show up night in and night out. Simmons can have a terrible game one night, and then the next night you don't expect anything from him, and he shows up for 21 like tonight. That's how this series has been. I've never expected Ben Simmons to show up like the way he did tonight and have 21 points. I did not see that coming at all. And same thing with Tobias Harris. You know, 16 points. What? At this point, 16 points from Tobias Harris is like at this point, the way how inconsistent Tobias Harris has been. At this point, 16 points from Tobias Harris. It's like, good job, Tobias Harris. It's sad, but at this point, that's what you're willing to take as a show-up night for Tobias Harris. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Game 7 is fantastic. Everybody shows up, and it just comes down to, hey, Toronto was just better. Philadelphia was just better. And then we don't have to go like, where was Kyle Lowry at Game 7? Where was Joel Embiid? Where was Ben Simmons? Hopefully, that shit does not happen. Same thing with the Houston series. You hope eventually Chris Paul wakes up and Houston's not sitting in Mexico fishing in a beach or something because Chris Paul never showed up. So you hope, same thing, you hope these superstars show up in these games. And that's been the case in these playoffs, especially in this series. Other than Jimmy Butler, Kawhi, you don't know who the hell's going to show up. Tonight, everybody showed up from Philadelphia. But then from Toronto, Marc Gasol was a no-show. Kyle Lowry was really a no-show. Danny Green was really a no-show. I don't want to see that shit in Game 7. I want to see everybody show up in Game 7. I really do. And it just comes down to the better team won. Simple as that. I really want to see that in Game 7. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am out like a light. Until next time, I will see you later. What the fuck is happening? Alright, hold on. Oh shit, I just farted. I apologize.